Okay, Assalamu alaikum. So today I'm going to show you how to use quizzes. I've been using quizzes for the past 3 years, and in class setting and online setting, it works both ways, and it's very engaging for the students. It's something similar to a Kahoot, but with a little bit of a twist. Okay, so and also they added for work, so maybe Dr. Aisha can use it for us if she wants. So what you need to do, when you try to log in quizzes, first of all, I have to add that this is totally free. You don't get to pay anything for it. It's totally free. You sign up, but since I already have an account, I'm not gonna sign up. I'm just gonna log in. I'm using my work account. And okay, how does this thing work? You have 3 options. First of all is you search for a topic that you want to assess the students in, or you want them to practice on, or you already have a game code, and I'm going to show you what that is in a few. So you click join, or you create your own quizzes. Okay, there's one step you can do before all of this is to create a class. Let me show you how you create a class. You can create a classroom. You call it like whatever, pumpkins or whatever, and then you create a class. And now here there's one downfall of quizzes that I wanted to show you. See here, it tells you that this link expires in 14 days. So you're going to send a link to your students, and you're going to have access to the games for like 14 days, but then the class will expire, and you're going to generate a new link. So that's one of the downfalls. Or you can simply just are the classes export or import your Google classes, but since I'm not using Google Classroom, so I won't be able to show you that. But you can import your Google Classrooms if you are already using your if you're using the LMS Google Classroom. Okay, so let's see how this thing works now. Like I told you, you can join using a game code, and I'm going to show you what that is shortly. And there's the search, and you can create. I'll show you in the search first. So like, for example, let's start present simple, and voila, you have lots of quizzes for present simple. But let me show you something. See here, it identifies the grade level, goes from 5th grade to university. So, and you can also find a filter here, and you can identify the age, so, or the age group. If you want it to be elementary, you apply, and all of the quizzes you have here fit for your grade level, for your age group. If you want it to be like middle school, apply, and it changes. Okay, let's go back to the elementary. Let's say you chose this one. You're going to have access to see the quiz already prepared over here, so you're going to check it. And once you're sure this is okay, age appropriate, and this is what you want, you have 3 options. First option is play live. It's gonna be like Kahoot in that matter. When you play live, you choose if you want to group them into teams, or you want it to be classic, or you want it to be as a test. And you're going to send it by link. So if you don't have an assigned class, don't worry, you're going to send it by link. It tells you have options, general settings here. You have the student's attempt. If it's an unlimited attempt, it's cool, but if you try to limit the attempts of the students, it tells you students will be required to log in to limit attempts for this game. So you're gonna have to ask your students to create their own account, or you create their accounts and send them the usernames and passwords. But since Dr. Aisha says she wants everything really hard, so maybe we can do that. That's depending, of course, on the grade level. And you have the game settings, the power-ups. The power-ups are really interesting. I'm going to show you what those are. The timer, it's really nice. It keeps them energized and keeps the adrenaline up high. The leaderboard, it shows them where they are among their friends. And shuffle questions, so they don't have all the same sequence of the questions. If they're sitting next to each other, they can copy. Shuffle answers, also same. Redemption of a question, that's connected to the power-ups, and they show memes. You can choose the memes you want to appear. So here, this is the random. You can choose any of those memes to appear to them. Okay, now that you have everything all set, you just click on continue. Internet. Okay, so now you have a game code. This is the game code I've been telling you all about. You can just pass in this game code to your students and then they start the game, or you can share it by lots of things. See, they have access to lots of stuff here. Google Classroom, Remind, Canvas, Schoology, Microsoft Teams, and Twitter. Or you can just simply copy the link. I want to show you how the games look like when you start playing them. Let's say I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna play the game for myself. Oh, see, this is how now the game is loading, and I play, and I'm joining the game. Countdown. Paul and Irvin. And see, my name is going up, leveling up. Okay, you can also have music on. Okay, so this is how you play a game basically, and it's interesting. They keep moving up and down and leveling up and challenging, so it's really nice. That's if you are joining a game, okay? That is, if you're using one of the games that is already played, and you can also assign it as a homework, and it's gonna give you a link. You pass it on to the students, and I'm gonna show you shortly where to find the answers they did or their work. Okay, now if you want to not use a ready-made assignment, you go on and create your own quiz. You name the quiz, whatever, history, and social studies. You choose the subject, and you choose the type of questions. You have the multiple choice, the checkbox, the fill in the blanks, the poll, or the open-ended questions. So let's go with this. And then you type your questions and you type your set of answers and you start to save, and you try to build on a quiz. I'm going to show you a ready-made quiz. You're going to find my quizzes here. Those are the quizzes you created, and those are quizzes I actually created. And sometimes I duplicate already created quizzes and I start editing in them. So this is a quiz. This is one of my quizzes, and I created this one a few years ago, and we started playing. And the same applies to what I explained before earlier in how to assign or how to play live. It's the same, pretty much the same. Okay, so I showed you how to search for ready-made quizzes, and I showed you how to create your own quiz. If you already have a game code that was sent to you, you get it here. You join the game, you just click on the code and you join the game. And this is mostly what the students will be doing. They don't need to create their accounts unless you're going to make things like limit stuff and all of that. And finally, this is where you're going to get, if you assign a homework and assignment to your students, you're going to get them in the reports. So I assigned the present simple 3 times for this video and nobody answered, but see, like for example here in the Indus River Valley Civilization, I had 12 players, and you get to see their answers, and you can email their parents as well. You can see their number of attempts and their level of accuracy. And like, say for example here, she had a mistake, so I can check which answers she got wrong if I click on her name. So that's more or less almost everything about quizzes. I hope you find this tutorial useful, and thank you very much.